What's up, everybody?
Yay.
Today's
Very well.
broadcast is sponsored by Night Drive Synthwave. So thank you so much for whoever this YouTube guy is for being our background music for today. Super excited.
Gosh.
Hello, everyone. Um, welcome back, as some of you in general said. It's just gonna be this episode's length is gonna be determined by how long Call Me Jace talks.
This is
So
true. This is true.
here we are. Oh man. Also, my dog's in the background, so if she makes an appearance, sponsored by Maya, my dog. What's up, everybody? Joining me today, of course, is the amazing core contributor, Dead Poet, and our social media director and marketing advisor, Destroyer. What's up, boys?
Yay.
Hello,
What's going on?
glad to be here.
How's life?
Life
Is this
is
music too loud?
amazing. It's an Axion. It's an Axion day. All
It
Axion days
is.
are
It is
amazing.
such a good day for Axion. Oh, hey, and look who it is. It is our favorite Frenchman, ActiFed, who needs to unmute his microphone.
Mon ami.
Oui.
Is this music too loud for you guys, or is it good?
Can't hear the music.
I can't hear the music.
You can't hear it?
Yeah. Unless you're saying about your voice, and your voice do sounds like music to my
How's
ears.
that? Is that better? Can you hear it?
No.
I cannot.
This whole time. Wait, I gotta push this button.
There's the music.
Yeah.
Is that too loud?
I want to hear the comments on what type of music this is.
Yeah. Gaming for this is Crypto Casino. My Wilfred's coming, Joel, so don't chat too much. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all the love. Again, welcome to Axion Hangout Week. This, of course, is pretty casual. It's Axion Fridays for us. Not the Axion Friday with the Telegram crew, because they are awesome. It's not that Axion Friday. This is Axion Weekly Dev live stream that happens today to be on a Friday. So good to have you guys here. We're going to be talking about some cool stuff, answering some questions for you guys. We actually were going to have T-Deli and the devs in here, but this morning we happened to work out, I don't know, Dead Poet, probably one of the most exciting ideas.
Yes, exactly.
Like, listen, I get it. I've been on the other side of these sort of crypto projects where you just like, they're just talking about always the next thing is super exciting. And I get it. I 100% get it. But holy smokes, this thing that we figured out this morning is like, whoo-wee. It's a whole, I'm just going to tease it and say it's a whole new way to add value and functionality to the actual Axion token itself, which I'm pretty excited about.
Not even
Like,
NFTs.
not just NFTs, not just throwing things on top of it, but literally like the actual Axion token itself, to be able to add value to it and to give you guys like literally an entirely new economic engine that is self-sustaining and super rad. And so pretty much all the devs, Deli, I'm looking at Discord right now and I see Deli and Deftro and Pete C, and I popped in there to be like, hey guys, come join us on the live stream, and they're all like, no, we're like literally coding right now, go do the live stream by yourself. Obviously with Dead Poet and ActiFed and Destroyer, no offense, you guys. So here we are. Okay. Super exciting to have you guys here. We're going to be talking about the NFT stakes and galaxies. I got to turn this music down. It's super loud for me. I don't know if it's loud for you guys. Is that better? Can you still hear it?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Oh, Andy says Joel is going to auction his DeLorean. Is that it? No. No, don't you touch my DeLorean. Oh, look at this. Barnholt says, any new projects line up for the launch pad? Well, it just so happens that we have our final call with our next Axion launch partner on Monday morning. So you guys are going to find out about that. It's really, really, really cool. So really great here. Welfare Corp says, I got so lucky. I had a $16 stake ending a couple days ago that qualified for the Diamond Stake NFT. You are lucky, man. Well done. All right. Welcome, guys. Got a super cool, just a little hangout show for you guys. We're going to be showing off and talking about the Axion stake NFTs. And if you have any questions throughout the live stream, please feel free to ask them. I will throw it up on the screen and we can chat about it. So if you have any questions about Polygon, marketing, feature functionality, if it's been announced, we will let you guys know about it. But in the meantime, ActiveFed, did you ever get your mic unmuted?
Yeah, man. We need our Frenchman.
I need a couple of
Active
words in French. Someday, you guys will have an actual working live stream. It'd be great. All right, so today talking about NFT stakes. So going on to look at kind of what the what the NFT stake functionality is. So very soon, if you guys haven't already gone to the staking portal, in fact, here let me just no, if I share my page, then we'll lose the music. So oh well.
Yeah, we'll get Destroyer to sing. Come on,
Destroyer,
Destroyer.
you can just hum us a couple of tunes over and over again.
I need a song request.
Freebird.
It's beyond my capabilities.
Oh, that's all right. So basically, the staking portal right now, if you go there, you can look at your stakes if you have stakes, and you can hit that manage button. And one of the things that is coming soon is the ability to mint it as an NFT stake. So what that means is when we do enable the NFT stake functionality, you will be able to take your stake. All of that stake data is going to be converted into an NFT, which means that you'll be able to have all of the same information that is normally logged inside of the staking portal database now existing in the form of an actual NFT. If you guys are into that, it's completely optional. You don't have to do it. But the cool thing that happens is now for the first 7 days after launch of the NFT staking functionality, you'll be able to send that NFT from one wallet to another wallet through the staking portal. So you'll be able to say, hey, I've got, maybe you have created a bunch of stakes in a software wallet and you want to send it over to a hardware wallet. You'll be able to do that through the staking portal. That NFT will move from one wallet to the other. Obviously, you're authorizing it, so nobody can do it unless you specifically are authorizing it. And then basically, you will take that NFT that gets minted, and then it'll show up in the new NFT collection that we're building. In fact, I was looking at the demo of it this morning that Jordan, that some guy is doing, and it's really cool. Basically, it's going to show you all of your NFTs, whether it's your utility class NFT, your visual class NFTs, upcoming community class NFTs, and then your staking class NFTs, including a new one, Dead Poet, a new class of NFT that we haven't announced yet. That's really, really cool. Oh, it's so cool. And you guys, I think, are really, really going to like what this new NFT class is. But basically, you'll be able to take all those NFTs and see them. Not take them. You'll see all of them inside of the new NFT tab on the staking portal. You can search through your NFT in the search bar. You can organize them by class. You can click on them and it'll open it up and show you more information about the NFT, its rarity, and all the properties. So basically, we're creating a new way for you to see your entire Axion NFT collection available on the staking portal. So it'll be really cool. And then in the future, what we'll be able to do is take those NFTs that are created, that are minted as a part of the NFT stake process. And then when the ecosystem is ready for it, and we've worked out all of the kind of the tokenomic features of it, we'll have an NFT marketplace where, just like on OpenSea, you'll be able to take those NFTs, list them out for the price that you want to get for them through the Axion staking portal, and then people can buy those stakes from you. The cool thing about this, and why all 38 of you who are watching are going to... Oh, ActiveFed's back. Welcome back, ActiveFed. Can you actually unmute your mic?
Oh,
hey!
Amy.
Oh,
Yes.
that sweet, sweet voice. Love it. We're just talking about NFTs, ActiveFed. Are you excited about all the Axion NFTs?
Good talk, Active.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Good
ActiveFed,
point.
your excitement is just bleeding off the page. All right, so that's coming soon to the portal. What we want to talk about specifically, something really cool that I think you guys are really going to dig, and that is the Thanks, Activate.
Ooh.
That is what the NFTs look like, and I've been very excited about this. This is something that we have a developer for us. He's Winston on Discord, and he built for us an entirely procedural NFT Galaxy art that gets created. So, you know, at Axion, we really like to take care of you guys. We really like to do new things. So we are the first project, the first crypto project with an imminent launch that is about to that is about to launch NFT staking functionality. So this isn't something that's coming quarter 1 or quarter 2. This is something you guys can be able to take your stakes, mint them as NFTs, and Axion is the first staking project ever to do it, and will also be the first staking project ever to allow you to sell those NFTs on a marketplace. What we could have done is we could have just created we could have just created NFTs that just shared the same information. So like maybe when your NFT gets created, it just has a picture with the Axion logo and maybe the amount of information, you know, the amount of your stake, all that sort of stuff. But we wanted to go above and beyond. We
Yeah.
wanted to have you guys be proud of your stakes and to be able to see them displayed in a way that was like visually unique. And so, with the help of Winston, we were able to go in and create a procedural galaxy generator. Now, I'm going to show this. That means the music's going to go away. Unfortunately, StreamYard doesn't let me do two things at once, but you know,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Are you guys ready?
I think it's worth losing. So this is, you guys are getting the first exclusive, all 42 of you guys here. It's because it's Friday afternoon, right? Who wants to watch Axion on a Friday afternoon except all 42 of you awesome people? And this is the first time you guys are getting a chance to see the Axion Galaxy Generator. So let me go ahead and start this stream. So this is still a work in progress. And if you look at this video here, I've actually taken the galaxies that are generated and I've sped them up twice, because when I took Winston actually generated 100 galaxies for us. And the 100 galaxies, if I put them all together in real time, takes 38 minutes to go through all of them. So these are all sped up twice as fast. So when you actually see them, they'll be moving kind of quite a bit slower. And this isn't final art. We'll still be doing tweaks and all this stuff. This is actually just showcases what is available, what the different procedures that are generated. We are still working out color combinations. So here you can see this kind of a darker one. We're still working out color combinations, what is created. But the cool thing is that this actually takes the data from your stake. So how much Axion you staked, how long you staked it, what the global share rate was when you staked, where you bought it, whether it's from the accelerator or whether it was just a normal stake. All these different parameters that are created when you stake, and that data gets fed into the procedural generator. And then what it does is it goes out and it renders 350 frames, turns it into a single MP4 file. We upload it. And then it gets assigned as the image, both the static image and then actually the animated image that's a part of your stake. So what this means is that when you guys create these and you see them inside of the staking portal, you're going to see these galaxies. All of them kind of have these different parameters where you can see like here, like these giant swirly tendrils, which is like really cool. All of them are going to
Yeah.
be at this orientation. So it's always going to be at kind of this 45-degree angle spinning kind of here because it looks cool. When we threw random different camera angles and all that sort of stuff, it kind of was a little too chaotic. So having it kind of be in this sort of general shape can create a consistency that we were looking for.
Yeah.
But in terms of the colors, in terms of the shape and all that stuff, we really have a huge degree of flexibility. Even the stars in the background are kind of regenerated for each
Yeah, and
one.
all these NFTs are going to be uniquely, done by each stake. Right? Each stake generates a unique set of NFTs, so you will never ever see one NFT that's. I mean, you could have similar kinds, but never the same.
Hmm. So again, this is still a work in progress. This is not the final result. We are still kind of working on these things. But what this is that this is a way to just add art, right? To just add a lot of unique twists like to the stakes that you guys are creating themselves, and to use the parameters of your actual stake to make it. So when you go and you mint an NFT or mint a stake as an NFT, it runs this online. We're not taking these and creating. Assigning you a video, right, and saying, oh, we've pre-minted 5,000 videos or something like that, and you just get to pick one. These actually get generated in real time. They get generated in on our Amazon server system, and then they actually get spit out as an MP4, which is then stored and assigned as the URI value for the NFT. So each one is uniquely generated on the fly. These aren't pre-rendered, and you just get assigned one. So you'll actually be able to see if you take, like, for example, if you have a small stake, maybe it's like 50,000 Axion or something like that, then the amount of the visual complexity of the galaxy is going to be relatively low, because there's not going to be a lot of stars. There's not going to be a lot of things that are populated as a part of that NFT system. But then if you have a huge stake and it's staked max, then you're going to see a lot more vibrancy and a lot more of the visual complexity that are showing kind of in some of these cases. So that'll be cool. You'll see that there is pretty much a consistency to these things, where if you have a lot of small stakes, you'll see that there, and then if you have a lot of large stakes, it'll kind of show up in that thing. Oh, here's ActiveFed. Hey, welcome
It
back,
sounds like
ActiveFed.
every individual share is a different astral body.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. So we can kind of control a lot of these parameters, and there's still a lot to tweak. And this is kind of, in some ways, kind of a tier 1 version of this, where we're still kind of figuring out a lot of what the visual look will be, and how it will shape. So these are, again, this is still a work in progress, and we're finishing up here. Ironically, and maybe this is frustrating to some of you guys, I'm not sure, but the NFT stakes are actually ready to go right now. Like tomorrow on the contract, we could flip a switch and you guys could start minting NFT stakes. We're working on the art side. It's been kind of one of the things, and it is. It's turning out really, really cool. I think, and it just kind of shows you guys, like, we had a thought, which was like, oh man, we could have just done a 5,000 mint and Axion Galaxy NFT series, and you guys could have bought them and sold them and all that sort of stuff. But really, actually, what we want to do is provide this to you guys, just as something cool for the community, something cool for you guys specifically to kind of show off your stakes, to be able to share them if you want to, and be like, oh, this is so cool. This is what's generated, and it's it's not like you have to spend a bunch of ETH, right, to get these. So you can see here's kind of a cool one. This has got like these 2 prongs.
Yeah, nice.
Each one of these, there's a lot of possibilities for what can get created, and we're, again, still figuring out the procedures. But I just wanted to show you guys like what is capable. And Winston did an amazing job. Like he built this whole thing for us based off the parameters that we wanted, and it's really, really cool. Hey, look. Hey, Poland. What's up, man?
Hey, Poland.
Poland says "dop." Thanks, Poland.
That's dope.
You are the best. For those of you who don't know, Poland was in the hospital recently, and we wish him a speedy recovery. We miss you, Poland, so much.
So
we
much.
miss you, Poland.
Sometimes tonight I dream that Pullen is already here.
Oh, too much info, bro. Too much info, bro.
Oh, that's so great. All right, so Peter Hawk says, does data affect the NFT as divs grow? No, once you mint your NFT, this gets assigned. We haven't really talked about being able to remint an NFT, but every time, if you think about it, if divs grow or something like that, we would have to know that was happening, and then create another, render another NFT for you, which would be a little bit time and it's cost consuming. So no, once your NFT gets minted, whatever is created at that time gets produced. If you don't like your NFT, if you think it's super ugly, maybe we might have the ability to refresh or regenerate the NFT, because again, there's a lot of components that will just be purely randomized every single time it's made. But hopefully we can get it to the point where all of these are looking stuff that you guys are really cool. So yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts on that, boys? Any things you want to comment?
Yeah, Fajar was saying that make non 5555 stick spin wrongly because they're sticking it wrong.
It's like how the toilets in the southern hemisphere flush the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Look at Andy says, "Smash the like, guys." That's right. Hit that like button. Really appreciate you guys liking this content, of course. But so yeah, we're really excited about this. We are just kind of finishing the procedure. The way this has to work is it's semi computationally intensive to generate these particles and render them online. So what basically will happen is when you go ahead and create like a stake, and then make the NFT, right, that gets created, then what will happen is it'll go to the server, it'll go and start doing all these renders, and then basically it will uh, it may take a little bit of time for this thing to be generated. So we'll help you guys. Like once the NFT will probably get minted and the URI will set to the right place, but it'll have to wait a little bit. So you might have to refresh your metadata on OpenSea. But the Axion staking portal will always pull in the correct one. Okay, questions. You will be able to sell your stake. Can you clarify, mate? Yeah, man. We've been talking about this for quite a while, and that is that when the NFT ecosystem is ready for it. Sorry, when the Axion ecosystem is ready for it, you will be able to take your stake, and you will be able to sell it, right, as your NFT stake for whatever value you set. Again, we're this it's not like we're releasing this next month. We need to make sure that the ecosystem is ready for a secondary marketplace, which is where, if you have a stake that you've set for max, right? If you wanted to get out of that stake currently, you'd have to early unstake it, which means you get heavily penalized. Of course, you'd lose a lot of that value because when you set your stake term, you basically got into a contract saying, okay, I want my Axion staked for this term, and if you get out of it early, then you're breaking that contract. But the NFT stake functionality will do is it will allow you to take your stake, and let's say it's a max stake for 10 million Axion staked max. You'll be able to take that NFT and you'll be able to sell it on the marketplace. Let's say you want to list it for 1 Ethereum or something like that, and then somebody could buy that stake. And what we need to figure out is just like how the tokenomics of that work, because technically you're breaking your contract and you're selling it to somebody else who will be inheriting it and getting all the dividends and all that sort of stuff. But it would be a way to kind of create that, to create a place for you to earn money on the value of a stake. Like you're selling your contract in a sense. So that's what that means, basically. And the only way to do that is to have your stake as an NFT, and then sell it. So for the first step towards the NFT marketplace, what will happen is first we need to be able to mint as NFTs. So in the NFT minting functionality gets created, and you see these galaxies get generated for your stake. You don't have to do that at first launch. You will not be able to sell them when we launch NFT minting. The only things you'll be able to do at first is be able to transfer them from one wallet to another for that 7-day window, and then we'll lock it off, and basically those NFTs will be staying there for a period of time, until the marketplace kind of kicks in. But in the meantime, you will be able to create these stakes as NFTs and see the Galaxy art, and they'll show up on OpenSea. They'll show up on the Axion NFT page on the staking portal, and all that stuff. Did I explain that well enough, Dead Poet?
Yep, all good. I just want to give a shout out to Yan. I think it's a fellow Singaporean as well. Thanks for joining us at 5 a.m. It means a lot.
Yeah, Dead Poet loves these really, really late nights / early mornings. So yeah, Faja says maybe 10 to 25% royalties go to Axiom buyback burn. Yeah, I mean this is exactly the sort of tokenomics that we're simulating.
Yep.
Again, we have the math crew working on this. The strategy team is building out the economics of it so that because ultimately we don't want to create a system that destroys accelerator participation, right? We want to make sure that people find the best place to buy Axion is through the accelerator, which obviously it's the economic engine for our ecosystem. So if we have NFT stakes and people can just sell their stakes on the market, and there's no way to support the Axion economy through it, right? Everybody who's participating in the Axion ecosystem, then it could significantly hamper it. So that's just why we're being very thoughtful, and we're rolling this out in stages for you guys. Okay, Gel says, good job, guys. Can you give us some information about listings on exchanges and marketing? What are the plans when the big Payday wait is over? Great, great question. Listing on exchanges. So we've talked about it in every other live stream that this is a very common question for us. The big thing is just wanting to make sure that the centralized exchange that we list on supports the Polygon network, right? Because it's completely useless if you can't buy your Axion and then send it to the staking portal, which is where, of course, the biggest benefit lies, right? And so making sure that somebody can buy Axion off a centralized exchange, send it to the Polygon network. You can take your Axion, you can stake it, you can do do all the things that we do in our ecosystem is very important. So we want to make sure that that is something that can be handled and be handled well, and not all centralized exchanges support it. The other thing, of course, is that it's great for volume, but it doesn't necessarily create a benefit for the ecosystem. In the sense that on centralized exchanges, when people are buying and selling Axion tokens, they're paying fees to the centralized exchange. That doesn't really generate, it's not generating dividends for us. It's not generating staking for us. And so we want to make sure that our foundation is really solid so that when we do list on an exchange, everybody who buys and sells Axion tokens there is able to come and get all the benefits of what this project is. So if you notice, there's a lot of other staking tokens that are not available on centralized exchanges. And that's because, again, it's a lot easier to get somebody to buy Ethereum, excuse me, or or buy Ethereum or Polygon or whatever it is, and then enact through us in a DeFi way, right? Centralized exchanges are not DeFi, of course, and so having Axion stay DeFi for the time being is beneficial to the people who really care about that. But centralized exchanges is on our roadmap. We are looking at crypto.com is probably one of the biggest targets for us. The other thing too is it does take liquidity and it does take fees to do that. So let's say, for example, it costs us $1 million just to list on a centralized exchange. Is that the best use of the community funds? Right? Axion is a small cap project, and we don't have infinite money. So what is $1 million to list on an exchange plus liquidity? What would that be if we spent $1 million on marketing, or if we spent $1 million on buybacks or whatever it is, right? So we have to make sure that we list, if there's listing fees, that we get on a centralized exchange that's a good one. You can see a lot of projects have listed, a lot of other staking projects have listed on centralized exchanges, and they get little to no volume on those small centralized exchanges, right? It takes listing on a major exchange to really get that those divs or the benefit of it. So man, I love to talk, you guys. Whew. I said this is going to be a 30-minute episode. We're at 30 minutes right now.
Yeah, man. But look at that beautiful artwork, man. I mean, it's you can finally say that this is a stake that truly represent individuals, parameters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just random generated 500 pieces of NFTs. This is generated due to the parameters of your stakes,
Yeah,
uniquely
exactly.
yours. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been completely
Cider.
mesmerized.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to watch, right? And all of these were just completely generated on the fly. I think it took, I don't know, Winston would know, maybe 15 minutes or something to generate all of these, maybe a little bit longer to generate 100. So it does take some time, but it's pretty cool. Cider Eyes says, what will be the cost to mint this NFT? There will be a cost in Matic, and it's a scaling cost depending on the size of the NFT. I don't remember what they are, Dead Poet, or if we've actually officially locked it, but it will cost you guys.
Yeah.
The reason why it'll cost you is two reasons. One is we want to make sure that people know this isn't just like, if you mint an NFT, there's a lot of back end that has to go through, including paying server costs. It's not like I have my desktop computer that's open, and every time you guys want to mint an NFT, my desktop just starts rendering it. We have to pay for those Amazon
Servers,
service
yeah.
fees to spin up servers to basically render NFTs for us. So there is a payment, right? We have to pay. Oh, Winston says it's about 1 minute 30 seconds per MP4. So yeah, at 100, it's quite a bit of time. Thanks for that, Winston. So then the other thing is also supporting the Axion Foundation. So as you guys, the Matic that you spend to mint these NFTs is going to be used to support the ongoing development of the project. That's why it's completely optional. You don't have to do it, but it's nothing crazy. I think we're looking at something like $25, or something to mint it. It is not. This isn't like an NFT mint where it's $500 to mint or $1,000 to mint. It's going to cost you absolute pennies or sub pennies in gas fees, and then maybe like $25 or something for the thing. But don't we have a document where we have kind of some proposed costs, but we'll let you guys know. Again, it's completely optional. You don't have to do it, but it does help support Axion, and it does help pay for the Amazon server costs that it takes to render these things. Arabella says, can we get multiple stakes into one single ultimate NFT? The black hole NFT. No. No.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
That would be awesome. That's awesome. McMarty says the value of the NFT stake will be determined by the seller only, just trying to figure out how buyers will be able to figure out the value of each NFT. Yeah. Just like if you take an NFT and you list it on OpenSea, you determine the price for it. If you list an NFT for 100 ETH, you're probably not going to get it. If you list an NFT for 0.001 ETH, you'll probably will get it. So it's kind of like, you get to set the value of it. Again, this is not something that we are launching right now. This is something that is going to go when the tokenomics are ready, and we'll have more information about that as well. So I could speculate what all of that information is going to be, including, technically speaking, when you sell your NFT, you're selling it, you're selling your contract, right? And normally it would cost you money, or it would cost you in penalties to unstake it. So whatever happens in the ecosystem, we have to make sure that there is enough of a disincentive to sell your stake as an NFT in terms of the value to profit margin that you basically are going to get, to make sure that everybody doesn't just list 500,000 NFTs up on the marketplace and then the entire ecosystem comes crashing to a halt, because that becomes the only way for people to buy Axion. So again, we're working through it. It's a difficult mathematical and simulation problem, but the team is really on top of it. And we're really excited to launch the NFT marketplace. We just have to do it when we are.
So we have the math bros to to be looking into them.
Mm-hmm.
So, stay tuned, guys.
We need to market the hell out of this. Heck yeah! So actually, in our marketing, that was a question earlier. I'll make sure to answer that. In our marketing efforts, we are Galaxy NFTs is one of the big components of it. In fact, if you watch the programmatic ad campaigns that we're running, the video campaigns all feature Galaxy NFTs, which is pretty awesome. James says, can we have a vote to change the accelerator to the accelerator? Great use of community voting. Great use. Absolutely love it. Andy says, can you say any more about the potential on-ramp? Yeah, so the goal is, we talked about this in a previous conversation. I think actually it was on Axion Fridays, which Andy hosts. You guys should go to it. It's on Telegram. It's awesome. The Fiat on-ramp is, from a technical standpoint, it is ready to go. We are waiting for the regulatory standpoint to just be all the details finalized. But what will happen is you'll be able to basically come to the accelerator and you'll be able to choose to pay in fiat, or you'll be able to choose to pay in crypto. And the technology is there. The contracts are there. We're just waiting on the final legal stuff. And as if any of you have ever dealt with anything regarding legal, you know that it takes time. It is not a speedy process. And so we are ready to go, ready to switch it on, just waiting for the final kind of agreement from the legal team and from the Fiat on-ramp legal team to make sure that everything is all in alignment and that Axion is verified and all that sort of stuff. So please come soon. I want it. I think it'll be amazing for somebody to be able to, to be able to use their fiat of choice to be able to go straight into the accelerator. And there will have to be two transactions. You'll get your fiat, and then it'll buy Matic for you or buy Ethereum for you, and then the accelerator will detect that now there's Ethereum or Matic in your wallet, and then it'll automatically be ready to send you into paying for getting your Axion. So, be really huge for us. Fingers crossed. Okay. Let's see. When do I forecast the moon? Boy, if I could predict the future, do you think I would be here right now? I would be on a beach somewhere. Well, actually, I don't know. Probably, I love Axion so much, I probably would be here, even if I could predict the future. But I'll just get in my DeLorean. We'll time travel to the future, and then I'll let you guys know. Game changer, says Andy. And Peter says, hit the like. Okay. I saw earlier, I want to answer it because it was a great question. At least I thought I saw it in here. Oh, yep. Here it is. Sorry. I forgot how we got off this topic. Not a surprising thing since it's me talking. We were talking about exchanges. That's right. And I didn't answer the second question. Plans and big paydays wait is over. We've got 3 marketing agencies on working with us. In fact, we had marketing ready to go. We had a 30-day rollout period. The strategy team was looking at the immense sell pressure, the immense and ridiculous and very frustrating sell pressure that is happening in Axion right now. And they advised us, hey, it's up to you guys, but we think, maybe marketing should take a little bit of a break till some of this volatility goes through, because there's nothing more discouraging than doing a 1 ETH buy and then having a 2 ETH sell. So we have been kind of waiting that out and checking it constantly to make sure that the NFT, marketing is going to be good. For those of you who kind of don't know, we have a very limited marketing budget, and so we don't often get opportunities to really do kind of some larger spends with it. If you guys are kind of paying attention, usually there's a $50,000 Axion distribution that gets sent out each month, but that is sent out in Axion tokens. And right now, with the price being so low, if we were to dump, even if we were to dollar cost average out $50,000 in Axion over the month, it would be pretty hard on our price at current price levels and liquidity. So we have been working absolutely as hard as we can to use the funds from the accelerator and stretch them as long as possible to make sure that we don't have to sell Axion on the market. And obviously, we don't want, there's enough sell pressure as it is. We don't want to be contributing to that. So we've been we've been storing up and saving our accelerator funds, knowing that launch was coming, knowing that big payday was coming, knowing that there'd probably be some significant sell pressure as like the hex free claims came undone. And so we've been working really hard to make every single dollar stretch as much as possible. And so
In fact, we've not been selling for almost 4 months, right?
The marketing wallet has not sold a single token of Axion for 4 months, which I hope you guys appreciate how hard that is. That would be like, you want to buy $100 thing and your mom is giving you pennies and allowance, and you're like, okay, like here we go, we're gonna make this work. But thanks to the magic of crypto, the best part is Ethereum has been rising, and we're in kind of a little bit of this great like upward trend. And so we've been able to take that money and stretch it as much as possible without impacting the price for you guys. So hope you guys kind of appreciate that. What that does mean, though, is that we have very limited funds available to be able to kick off marketing events. So when we knew that there's going to be a lot of sell pressure, and we know that green candles are a really, really great marketing tool in and of itself, getting that volume really high, all that sort of stuff, that it would be a great opportunity for us to kind of to hold off a little bit on marketing and slow down to let kind of big payday go, and then really hit it hard when a lot of the people who've been wanting to sell out of Axion get out. And it's kind of a great like sayonara, right? To see all these people selling and just wanting to get out no matter what it takes. I mean, we've seen people on the charts just sell and sell and sell, and they're taking a huge loss in slippage every time they do, but they don't care, right? They don't care about the project. They're gone. There's going to be nothing more satisfying to me than all of the work that the strategy team has been doing, all the work that we're doing with marketing, all that sort of stuff, to just hit Axion with a big old green candle, and watch this project really, take off after all of these guys have dumped out and make them. I don't know. I don't want to wish ill on anybody, but it'd be nice to have them be like, well, shoot, maybe I should have held on to my tokens.
Exactly. I mean, you think
Kind of what
about
I'm
it,
like.
we have not gone through a single week where we say, hey, you know what? There's nothing on our plate and let's take a rest. We'll be like, hey, guys, we have this thing coming up. Let's focus on this. Hey, guys, we have next thing coming up. It's always items over items and over items,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, to just describe a little bit what are the plans. Once a big payday wait is over, we have 3 agencies on standby. We are working with 3 top crypto agencies, promotion agencies, to promote Axion, and that has connections with influencers. We have articles, press releases, all that sort of stuff. Some of that has been trickling out. Some stuff you guys know about, some stuff you don't. I didn't want to go in and just start posting YouTube videos every time we had an Axion review goes out, because usually when we post these, some genius and in general is like, well, they didn't talk about this and they didn't talk about that. And it's like, it's fine. There's lots of things to talk about and lots more coming. So just so you guys know, there is quite a bit of influencer coverage that has happened and will continue to happen. And we're excited about that. But some of that's going on kind of behind the scenes. Some of that you guys can discover and some will kind of promote. So yeah, it's out there, and so as soon as kind of the strategy team advises us, okay, like some of the worst of this little big payday storm is over, let's go ahead. Then I send one message on Telegram, and everything kicks off. So exciting. Now, just to temper your expectations, I think a lot of people have this imagining that marketing is just this thing where we spend $10,000 and we get $500,000 coming in. Marketing is not like that. I mean, think about when you guys have been marketed something, you see it on Instagram or Facebook or on TV or whatever. How many times does it take for you to see an advertisement before you go, oh, maybe I should do that? Sometimes it takes a lot. It takes a lot of that reoccurring, repetitive advertising for you guys to be like, oh, maybe actually I will kind of get in on this. And so we have a lot of hooks out. We're talking a lot about the functionalities of the ecosystem. But really, actually, the biggest way that Axion grows is by all of you. All of you telling people about it, messaging other Discord groups, all that sort of stuff. Like if you want to see your investment, kind of grow, if you want to see price appreciate, like word of mouth is the biggest way that people find out about these projects. And so marketing requires effectiveness both from the community and from everyone else. So if new people come into our Discord or to our Telegram or see us on Twitter or whatever it is, and they're interested and curious about Axion, it takes you guys as the community welcoming them in, helping them, answering their questions, not making them feel excluded, all that sort of stuff. And all of that is as much of a powerful marketing, as it is general. So let's see. Anyone else? Go to bed, Paul, and you need to sleep. Yep, exactly. Oh, that's so awesome.
We need you one piece.
Yeah, Pullen, we miss you. Does the NFT represent a number of shares, and if so, how does a buyer know those details? Yep. So the NFT metadata will contain the amount of shares that it has, the global share rate, the amount of Axion that's in sort of it, and then if you hold that Axion in your wallet, that's what also determines the Bitcoin dividends. So if you take your Bitcoin dividends, or if you move your NFT from one wallet to another, or if you sell it, you'll no longer be getting Bitcoin dividends. But those dividends don't go with the NFT. It determines where you'll be getting them going forward. So if you take your NFT and you send it to another wallet during that 7-day window, then the Bitcoin dividends don't transfer with it, and wherever that NFT, whatever wallet that NFT is sitting in, will now be receiving the future dividends. So it's actually kind of cool if you think about it. When the NFT marketplace does kick off, not only are you going to have this really cool procedural galaxy art, but also you're going to have an NFT that represents actual token value, which is kind of like the holy grail for tokens, right? Is to have an NFT that is there. Oh, what do you want me to say? Oh, why don't you say that, Destroyer? You don't need me to say it. No, he does want me to say it. Yeah, he's being quiet. Destroyer wanted me to say that. Oh, are you there? Can you?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, all
Definitely
right.
here.
Go for it.
Yeah, according to the top Polygon Twitter, we are trending as a top 3 ecosystems by social activity on the Polygon network.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Let's get to number 1. Let's get out there and retweet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's like, share, invite people. Let's get this going. Let's get to the top. We are a top
Mm-hmm.
project. We need to start acting like it.
That's
Joe,
awesome.
Joe, you want to share the
Put
tweet
in that.
from Luna Crush? I think.
Oh, what is it?
You
Did
want to
you
share the tweet? I shared it on the chat.
share it on the? Oh, up here.
Yeah, that's the tweet.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Let's see if I can save this image real quick, and then I'll show it on the screen. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. It's awesome. I mean, huge shout out to you, Destroyer. You have taken this. You've taken this project and you've absolutely. I mean, this Twitter account, and you've absolutely made it grow. There you go. So this is the top Polygon ecosystem coins by social activity, and you can see. There's Axion right there, number 3, right next to Polydoge, which is amazing, and IGG. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So we need you guys to keep going. If you're not following the Axion Twitter, please go follow it. Please share it. And man, look at that logo. I love the little color around the side of the logo. It makes me so happy. So yeah, go make sure that you are engaging with Axion, and you can continue to let us climb in the ranks. All right, we're 47 minutes. I'll try and wrap us up about 50 minutes. See if there's any other questions in here. Any news which YouTubers will be in the marketing plans? We have some really cool ones. We also have the potential for one of the top YouTubers. We actually we actually had the opportunity to have Axion be mentioned by PewDiePie. That would have been really cool. Only downside is it costs us 250 grand. So not quite in the budget, you guys. Listen, if you guys want to go raise 250 grand to get PewDiePie to say hi to us.
Yeah, I wish I could sell my liver, but I think my liver, I'm having
I don't
some
think your
fat.
liver's worth 250 grand, man. I'm so sorry.
It's true.
But as is with usual, in the past, we don't announce YouTubers until it's done. So, we also had, we had rumors going around, and people started buying Axion right before because they expected a bunch of YouTubers, or they expected a big YouTuber to come in, and the YouTuber saw it and thought that a bunch of people were just going to immediately dump on his audience, and he canceled the piece on us, which was really disappointing. And so, yeah, we don't mention YouTubers anymore because there are people out there who will use it to their own gain, and we don't want that. Okay. Any more questions? Polygon have been quiet about Axion. Is it due to marketing timing as well? No, actually, they've been retweeting stuff for us. I mean, they're running a token with hundreds or thousands of projects on it. It's not like Axion is the only project on Polygon, so they're not tweeting about us every day. But I don't know, Destroyer. I feel like they've been pretty helpful when it comes to retweeting and liking stuff, right?
They have.
Yep.
The way they're set up, as a brand, they have to have multiple social platforms, and the retweeting and liking and AMA announcements has to go out through their what do I want to call it, the Axion. I mean the Polygon. I can't think of the other one off the top of my head, but it's not the main Twitter. And that's not a knock against us. That's just how they handle things.
That's how they operate.
Yeah.
We are doing a AMA with their Telegram group, which is 65,000 people. So that'll be exciting.
But that could change as well, right? It could either go on YouTube or even Discord, right? For the AMA.
Yeah. We have option to do a Discord AMA, a Telegram AMA, and they are just tell us when you want to show up. Unfortunately for me, the opportunity is to do AMAs is like 3 a.m. my time. So I'm just going to bite one for the team and do it because I love you guys and I love this project. But whew, it's going to be rough. W. Murphy says, what about an OTC type transaction where the community donates Ethermatic and receives Axion from the marketing wallet? This way it doesn't impact price. I mean, yeah, that would be awesome. Just be something to kind of set up, and it's probably not. I don't know.
But wouldn't that be the accelerator? Because that's what they do. I mean, they purchase Axion using Ethermatic, OTC.
It is, yeah, but it's not quite OTC. I mean, that ETH gets split up and generates dividends and generates buybacks and all that sort of stuff. But I appreciate that thought. If somebody out there wants to buy a lot of Axiom and they want to OTC it with the marketing wallet, then we could talk about that. But right now, actually, it's really cool. The Axion, the way that Axion works is in terms of our accelerator generates that 15% for the Axion Foundation that we can use. Some of that for marketing, and so the more accelerator participation, the more kind of beneficial it is for everybody. But yeah. hopefully ETH continues to go up, Matic continues to go up, and we can use some of that appreciation to help pay for ongoing marketing efforts. Cool. Any other question? 3 a.m. says Andy. Yeah, Andy. You want to come on, Andy? That'd be awesome. This is a great question. Multi-chain support is the future for many of the utility tokens out there. Do we plan to bring in multi-chain support and leverage bridges? Okay, so this goes into why we went to Polygon. The problem is that we have Bitcoin dividends. Bitcoin dividends is the thing that everybody loves, and it creates a logistical nightmare for Axion. Let me tell you why. Let's just say that we had instead of migrating the entire project, the entire Axion project from Ethereum to Polygon, we had left Axion on Ethereum and started a new clone of Axion on Polygon, right? Just the clone in the sense that it's Axion. It's just running on Polygon. On Ethereum, if it costs $100 to stake and $200 to bid in the accelerator, and on Polygon it costs you 2/100ths of a penny to stake and 1 penny to bid in the accelerator, then what happens is on the Polygon side you have a huge series of activity. A lot of people using the accelerator, generating Bitcoin dividends. Everybody over there is super happy. Whereas on Ethereum, nothing's happening because it's so expensive, and the Bitcoin dividends aren't being generated. Well, you might say, okay, well, let's just go to like Binance Smart Chain or Pulse when it launches, stuff like that. That is an option, but the problem is that we can't bridge dividends. It's incredibly expensive to bridge, and it's not something that can be automated. So there's no way for us to create a huge dividend pool and then be bridging it between networks to make sure that everybody who stakes gets access
Chaos.
to
Yeah.
all of their dividends, right? And I know you guys get so mad at stuff, and you would all be so mad if one network was generating just ridiculous amounts of dividends and you happen to bid on the wrong network and you don't get any of it. So I would be mad if that was what was case too. I'd be like, what the heck? You said you're going to get daily Bitcoin dividends and nothing's happening, or I'm getting 2 pennies. So that's just the logistical challenge. In terms of the other tokenomics, like the base inflation, the 8% APR, all that other stuff, some of the future things that we're going to be launching, we could do those, but the Bitcoin dividends is really where it just has become kind of a logistical issue. So we believe in the future of Polygon. We think that the fees are amazing. The community is really cool. Centralized exchanges are adding it. Like for me, I actually was able to use crypto.com, and I sent USDC straight to crypto.com from Polygon. It cost me absolutely nothing, and then I was able to trade on crypto.com, or even buy Ethereum and send it to ETH, and it didn't cost me anything. So there's a lot of utility that Polygon provides, and we don't need to necessarily be on another network. For other tokens, right, they want to try and maximize as many networks as possible, because they want to try to get as much volume or whatever else. And we don't quite have that problem. We have a different problem. So for us right now, the plan is if you like Axion, you like everything that it offers, the Bitcoin divs, the launchpad, the community voting, the accelerator, the NFT stakes, you come to Polygon. And it's not too big of a deal, right? Because you can use any one of the many bridges out there to bridge to Polygon, using your Ethereum or Matic or USDT or C or whatever it is. So so that just kind of is a brief overview as to why we are just locking to one platform for the time being. Joel, can you explain a little on Big Payday for the new guys and how we are doing so good with not a massive dump? I don't know if I know what you mean, Crypto Casino. The not a massive dump, I think, is primarily coming because it's a little bit of a war of attrition right now, if you're asking me to be honest. We are definitely seeing heavy sell pressure, and as soon as some buys come in, there's a dump. So
Yeah.
I think people are trying to DCA out as much as possible, and
Yeah.
we're
But I
seeing
think
that.
one of the good news we have is that we are actually expecting like 4.9 billion token to be dumped, but in reality, we have seen 2.9 billions of this token being restaked.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves only 2 billion token available for dumps.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, every time someone's dump, we have all these small buys that takes place and buying these dips, slowing buying these dips, slowly slowing the whole the sell pressure. The sell pressure is still there. People, like what Joel said, people are still saying to sell the Axion, but you can see that it's forming some, a nice double bottom. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I have to say, I personally have been surprised at not only the support from the community in terms of buying those dips, but also, how many people actually really did restake. So the Diamond Hands NFT or Diamond Stake NFT for Diamond Hands did actually mitigate. It did what we hoped and expected, which was to mitigate a lot of those dumps, to incentivize people to stake, to continue to believe in Axion growing, and all of the stuff we have in our ecosystem. And that was awesome, actually, to see the community support us by staking their Axion for another 5 years. Like that's huge. That's a huge vote of confidence in us. And then also to see a lot of a lot of people, they may not wanted the diamond stake NFT, but they did restake, and they restaked for a year or more, and that's really cool to see people believing in Axion for another year. So we're excited to grow with those people. For those who did convert their stakes to liquid Axion and they wanted to get out, no matter the cost, then
Sure,
sayonara.
no problem.
Yeah, great,
Sayonara.
great. Thanks for thanks for, I don't know, thanks for something. Or in the words of Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, so long, thanks for all the fish. Anybody? All right, cool. So yeah,
Great.
Big Payday, just so you guys know, Big Payday is not a liquid thing. This is not, Big Payday wasn't something that just liquid Axion got sent out to everyone. This means that if your stake qualified for Big Payday, when that amount was dispersed, it was now put in, and it actually shows up in your interest column. So the interest column actually is what shows up there. So basically, you can have, oh, look who it is.
What's up, everybody?
It's Deli.
Hey, you.
We just finished the next feature.
Don't talk about it.
We
Come
have
on,
not.
Don't you even
I told
talk
we're
about
BT,
it.
I told BT I was going to come on the stream for one reason: to mess
What?
Joe up.
Oh, you just love me so much that you would do that just for me. Hey, nice tattoos, man. Looking good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Man,
Appreciate it.
we are at 1 hour, and I want to make sure we get up. Great, good job for joining us right at the very end, Deli.
That was the goal because
Um,
I literally just got some Chipotle. I came back. PT and I crushed out the rest of it. I think for the next couple days, we're just going to do some. Well, I guess technically, yeah, we're gonna make sure there's no exploits, and then once we're done, Joel's gonna go ahead and just make some more graphics for everybody.
It's gonna be so cool. I'm so excited. Okay, I want to answer this because I love it when people come on here and they want to ask questions. This isn't really a question. This is a statement, but I'm going to answer it because I love that. I think this is awesome. We're seeing sell pressure because we have no marketing going on. Totally not correct. That is totally not correct. One, marketing is going on. Two, we have Big Payday. And Big Payday is what happens is a lot of people came in and they got free claim Axion from Hex. And they staked it for 1 year, and now they're just wanting to get out because they're getting free money. And the second thing is that the other the pressure that's coming in is people wanting to get out before Big Payday dumps, thinking that there's going to be dumps, and they're just going to buy the dips, which they have been doing. So I think that's factually incorrect. It is sell pressure is primarily coming from Big Payday sells, and we knew this was coming. We knew it's been coming for months. We made a plan for it. Strategy team has been advising on it, and we are equipped and ready to be able to handle any and all these dumps. And we've got some new products that'll come out that'll be really great. So appreciate your opinion, but that's absolutely not correct. Even if we were doing marketing right now, all of that stuff would be. I mean, who just changed this? Deli, you're changing it to my face. I don't want this. No, stop it. You dork. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. I like that. Tons of people don't know about Axiom because their marketing budget has been withheld and accumulated. Again, we've been publishing marketing budgets expenses every month
Yep.
on our website publicly, where you can go look at it, and you can see that we haven't spent a single Axion token in 4 months now on the market, and I explained it earlier, which apparently you missed. And yeah, the marketing budget actually has been fully transparent what we're doing and accumulated in the sense that, yeah, because we don't have actually a lot of money. That $50,000 distribution, as I said, that is in Axion, and we haven't wanted to dump on the token, and so we have pretty much been taking that budget and we've been saving it for the launch because we're trying to be good with it. We've still been expending. We've still done Brave ads. We've still done the programmatic marketing. We've still been doing influencer stuff, but we tried to save. We actually had about $120,000, I think,
Yes.
that we had saved up for the Polygon launch, and all of that stuff has been paid for. We're just now waiting on timing.
Yeah,
So
and it's 120,000 not from the marketing wallet.
not from the marketing wallet.
It's
Oh,
due
okay,
to our
I
own
know.
diligence of making sure we don't spend all our eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So, I think, like, just honestly, it's easy to come in here and be like, you guys are withholding money and all that sort of stuff. But I wish you could know how much we've been trying to work to make sure that we spend every dollar well.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just people are kind of silly. So,
And definitely an emphasis on we have already paid for marketing. It's just being hold off for a moment.
yeah,
Already
because we've
lined
seen
up.
massive sell pressure. Yeah. All right. Cool, guys. Well, it's we're now at over an hour. But always such a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Again, any question, I hope you feel, or even statements that you want to make about how you think everything works. Love to do that. Love to hang out with you guys. Seriously though, the thing that Deli just finished coding. Oh my gosh, I wish I could talk about it. And we're doing something so cool to the accelerator regarding something that happens when you go into the accelerator. Something gets created that you guys are just gonna. I love it. I think it's so
Yeah.
cool.
I mean,
We're finding ways
like we
to
say,
benefit the
sayonara
community.
who those who wants to leave the ecosystem, no problem. But for
Yes.
those of you guys who still on, stay on strong with us. You guys are gonna benefit from it.
Yeah. For those of you who just hate Axion for whatever reason, this is your time. Get out, go.
Yeah,
Move. Quick, hurry. The faster you get out, the better.
yeah,
You know what? Because
yeah.
two really, really cool things are just around the corner, and we've been purposefully kind of holding off on mentioning them because we want the haters to get out. I mean, you could do whatever you want, guys. You can hold on, but some people are wanting to just get out, and that's great. It's awesome.
Yep.
So we'll
Remember,
wait for
smart
them
money
to
is
go, and then
accumulating action. Eh? Smart
Mhm.
money is accumulating action, not
Yeah.
selling.
The smart money is definitely holding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart money is definitely holding for sure. There's some really cool things around the corner, and we're excited to announce them, excited to do it. But again, marketing, as I mentioned, that's just one part of it. If you tell people about all this cool stuff that's happening, you watch the live streams, from all of our other YouTubers who are covering us, the Crypto Casino and Superman Token, and who else? Who else did I put? I'm missing somebody.
Simon
Simon's
Altcoin.
Altcoins. That's right. Yeah, sorry, Simon. And they've been covering Axion super faithfully, hanging out in our community, all that sort of stuff, and get people involved because it's really, really cool. All right, appreciate all you guys. EXJ says missed live for the first time. Yeah, that's okay. You're the last comment that's gonna be. It's going to be on our live stream. So I'm just going to kick us off by send us off by letting you guys watch the promotional teaser. We usually end this video with this. It's pretty cool. And see you guys next week for maybe some really exciting announcement about what's just around the corner. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
See ya.
Later.